I worked the overnight shift at a hospital, and recently I had an eerie experience while cleaning 2 connected rooms after the patients had left. As I finished cleaning the first room, I left for about 10 minutes to gather my supplies. When I returned to the second room, I was taken aback to see a little old lady sitting in a chair hunched over. It struck me as odd that they had placed a patient in there so quickly. Curiosity got the better of me, and I couldn't help but stare at her for a few seconds. Just then, 2 female nurses approached me and asked if I had been sitting in the chair. Their expressions turned to fear when I denied it, and explained that it was actually an old lady sitting there. Intrigued and a little unnerved, I decided to check the room again. However, to my shock, the room was completely empty. The old lady had vanished without a trace. I knew for certain that I would have noticed if she had walked past me, as the only exit was right there. It sent shivers down my spine. What made it even more disturbing was that no one on the floor matched the description I had given of the old lady, except for the lady who had tragically passed away in that very room just 4 hours before my shift. It was a chilling experience that I won't soon forget. I used to work as a night shift custodian at a middle school, where my main responsibility was cleaning a long U-shaped wing filled with classrooms every weeknight. One particular evening, as I was going about my routine, I had already secured 1 set of doors to the wing and was about to lock the ones at the opposite end of the U-shaped hallway. Having spent the entire night working alone in the school, I had become quite familiar with its layout. As I made my way around the wing, completing my tasks, I reached the end of the hallway where the doors leading to the rest of the school were located. It was at that moment, just as I switched off the lights, that I caught sight of a dark silhouette resembling a child darting across the end of the hallway from left to right. I was taken aback by what I saw, as I had already locked all the doors down there, and there was no one else present. The experience sent chills down my spine. Feeling a sense of unease and fear, I quickly locked the doors that connected the wing to the rest of the school and hurried to my car. Throughout my time working at the school during the night, I often felt as though I was glimpsing things out of the corner of my eye. However, this sighting of a distinct invisible figure was by far the most unsettling encounter I had experienced there. I used to be employed at Taco Bell. On one particular evening, I was among a group of colleagues responsible for closing up the restaurant. As the end of the night approached, we switched off the outside lights and, to our surprise, the restaurant phone rang. Our manager picked up the call and a man's voice came through the receiver. I distinctly recall him uttering these words, "I am aware that only female employees are present inside. I have been observing for quite some time. Do not venture outside. I will be waiting for you." Fear gripped all of us, although we desperately hoped it was just a prank call, as we occasionally received such calls from mischievous youngsters. Curiosity got the better of me, and I peered into the lobby. There, I spotted a tall man, wearing a neatly tucked-in blue-collared shirt, facing away from the entrance. This sight sent chills down our spines. Without wasting any time, we dialed the police and informed them of the situation. Moments later, we witnessed the police officers engage in a conversation with the mysterious man. Eventually, they instructed him to leave. From that day forward, we never laid eyes on that individual again.